Heritage, hospitality, exploring archaeological and tourism prospects in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. No doubt it's a moment for us, for our department, for our university, that we have very distinguished elders, the known researchers, academicians, scholars, and very good students of our department and university. So thank you so much and welcome you all to this wonderful conference. First of all, I would like to call Muhammad Numan for the recitation of Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. صدق الله العظيم.
This conference is basically designed to spotlight the archaeological richness of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and where we are going to make this archaeological and richness with our tourism and hospitality sector. The purpose of this, or we can call it the objective of this main conference, is like showcase recent archaeological discoveries, and no doubt the University of Peshawar in Archaeology department is contributing since now in this province. And we are here to examine the culture, heritage, and tourism synergy, which is no doubt a very important thing. Then how we are going to make or correct this archaeological and tourism synergies in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Here we are going to promote the sustainable tourism, which is the need of the day for everywhere. And in Pakistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is famous for our tourism and archaeological sites. And again, the main thing is to we are going to foster the to connect the collaborations, or we can work on the collaborations. Mostly, academia and industry linkages is very important, but the academic or the academic institution role is very important. That how we are going to bring together these academics, researchers, professionals, and our stakeholders to the one platform. And the objective of the conference is always here, like people are talking on or discussing the important elements related with any specific area, or like here is we are focusing on archaeological and tourism prospects. So this is the first ever conference related with tourism and hospitality, and we have many witnesses of the archaeology department since long, because this is the most prestigious department in University of Peshawar. Since 1962, this department is contributing in a very long way. But the development of tourism and hospitality department in University of Peshawar, which is, I think, the most significant milestone from the era of archaeology department. So, welcome to the new students or tourism section and hospitality section. I hope they will contribute here as well. So, here again, now I would like to call Professor Dr. Zakirullah Ayran to welcome noted keynote address, please. Professor Dr. Zakirullah Ayran, Chairman, Department of Archaeology, Tourism and Hospitality.
Professor Dr. Mohammed Naeem Qazi, who is today the chief guest of this occasion. In fact, he is the chief host of this event also because he is the Vice Chancellor, and this seminar is going to be held by the Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar. So he is at the same time the chief guest as well as the chief host of this event. We have on stage Professor Dr. Ihsan Ali, who is the former chairman of the Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar, the Vice Chancellor of Khyber University, the Vice Chancellor of Abdul Khan University, Mardan, and the former director of the Directorate of Archaeology and Museums Government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So, welcome, sir. On the stage we have another senior colleague, senior archaeologist, Professor Dr. Abdurrahman Saab, who is known to everyone, every archaeologist and every academician. He also remained former chairman of the Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar. Welcome to Dr. Abdurrahman Saab. With him, our most respected guest from the Punjab, Dr. Saifur Rahman Dar Sahab, who remained the Director General of Punjab Archaeology, and he served also for more than 25 years in the Lahore Museum, Lahore. So a very warm welcome to him. Distinguished guests, esteemed scholars, respected teachers, delegates, and my dear students, a very good morning to you all, and welcome to the University's Conference on Heritage and Hospitality, exploring archaeological and tourism resources of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It is with great pleasure that we extend warm welcome to each one of you who has traveled from near and far to join us for this significant event. We are particularly honored to have our distinguished guest from the USA, Land Discussion in Merged Areas Project, who supported, who is also supportive in this regard, and the representative Mumtaz Masood, who is also sitting here. The representative of the Culture and Tourism Authority are also sitting here, and a very warm welcome to them as well, because they are also contributors of this conference. This conference stands as a beacon of knowledge and an exceptional opportunity for dialogue. Over the coming days, we will delve into the rich tapestry of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa archaeological and tourism resources, exploring the intersection of heritage and hospitality. It is our hope that this gathering will serve as a dynamic platform for the exchange of ideas, research findings, and innovative perspectives. For our students and scholars, this event represents a unique learning opportunity, a chance to engage with cutting-edge research and to contribute to the vibrant discourse surrounding our shared heritage. We encourage you all to actively participate, share your insights, and foster connections that will drive future research and collaboration. We also extend a warm welcome to the media personnel present here today in this hall. Your role in highlighting our discussions will be invaluable. So a warm welcome to them as well. As we embark on this conference, let's embrace the opportunity to share insight, forge new collaboration, and inspire one another. Together, we will explore how our rich archaeological heritage can be leveraged to enhance tourism, create sustainable growth, and celebrate the vibrant cultural identity of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. As you know well, the Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar, was established by Professor Ahmed Sandani in 1963. And since then, it has been engaged in various archaeological activities, such as explorations, excavations, publication of their research projects, as well as teaching. The University of Peshawar, the Archaeology Department, the alumni, the senior batch, they also founded different organizations and different institutes across the country. So today we have the University Department of Archaeology at Khyber University. So it is the product of the alumni and students of the Department of Archaeology that they have been able to establish an institute there in Khyber. In addition to that, we have a large number of other institutes, just like we have the Archaeology Department in Punjab University. So it was also initiated by Professor Dr. Abdurrahman Saab. Prior to his establishment, archaeology was only a subject which was taught in the history department, but a full-fledged department started later on by the efforts of Professor Dr. Abdurrahman Saab, Dr. Dar Saab, and Aisha Madam is also sitting here, so she also contributed while establishing the Department of Archaeology in Punjab University. In Karachi University, also the graduates of Peshawar University opened a department there, and still it is a flourishing department there. Dr. Shakarullah Saab, Dr. Ihsan Ali Saab, they are sitting here, and they have been instrumental in opening Department of Archaeology and Department of Tourism in Hazara University. So the credit goes to Professor Dr. Ihsan Ali Saab for establishing this department. We also have Department of Archaeology in Swat University, and we are proud that this department has also been started by the graduates of Peshawar University. Malacca University, Abdul Wali Khan University, Dr. Ijaz Khan, who is sitting here, and probably he is heading the department in Abdul Wali Khan University. So all are the graduates of the Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar. In addition to that, we have our we are used to such type of situation in Pakistan, not in Peshawar. Prospects in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, unlocking potentials of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's natural and cultural heritage. You see that this is the map of South Asia, and the geography plays a very important role in the development of cultures and in the development of civilization, heritage, and tourism also, because tourism also depends mainly on the geography of the region. So this is the rich geographical setting of South Asia that has enriched the history of this region. So on the north side, you can see that there is a series of mountainous range, Himalayas, Karakoram, Hindu Kush, etc. And in the vicinity of the plain area, so up to India, you can see this is a large plain area, and most of the cultures and civilization flourished in this particular plain area. This is the map of Pakistan, which you can see the green belt, and most of the important historical cultures are situated in this particular area. So this area is being flooded from the snow-capped mountains over here, so that's why it's rich. There are mountainous regions, so in these mountainous regions there are several passes which connects South Asia with Central Asia, and because of this cultural interaction between South Asia and Central Asia, the cultural heritage of this area is very rich, and the tourism prospects is also very great in this particular area. So we will have an overview of the tourism potential in this area. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So this is a map of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in which different areas are marked. So every region of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is unique, whether it is the Gomet Plain, it is the Banu Basin, it is the Palachina region, it is the Pohad region, it is the plain area of Peshawar Plain, or it is the hilly area of Swat, Peshawar, and the Chitral region. So every region is important. Culturally it is important, and from tourism point of view it is also important. And every type of tourism is there in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, whether it is scenic beauty, it is ecotourism, it is culture tourism, it is sports tourism, it is mountaineering, right? So every type of tourism activity can be held, and the area is very fertile and rich in this regard. So we need to explore this area for development of tourism. The major tourist attraction in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are the Texela and the Khanpur Valley. So you are well aware of the archaeological heritage of Texela. So it is located in the Khanpur and the cities of Sirsu, Janjal Temple. So all these are located in the Texela region, and one of the important sources of cultural tourism, heritage tourism. Similarly, Khanpur Delhi, it is also a very attractive destination these days, so it is also lying there in the Texela region. Swat Valley has its own important history, and there are beautiful regions, so most of the people from outside used to visit Swat Valley, and because of the beauty, Swat is known as the Switzerland of Pakistan. Peshawar Valley is equally important culturally and from tourism point of view. So there are various heritage sites, there are various areas which can be developed for the promotion of tourism of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Chitral area is also a very unique one, and the landscape is very beautiful, and you see that the Kalasha culture is very rich, and it is the only culture of Pakistan which is very important, and people from outside they are coming to see people of Kailash and to study their culture. Texela Valley, I just explained, these are the number of monuments. In the background you can see the Khanpur Dam, so these are the important tourist destinations in the Texela Valley. Swat Valley, as I just mentioned, a number of stupas are there, Buddhist stupas which have been excavated mostly by our department. There are scenic beauties lying in Malam Jaba, Gabin Jaba, Swat, and Upper Swat region particularly. So Mahmudan areas, these are important tourist destinations, and people love to go there and visit these areas. So there is a large scope of tourism and cultural heritage in the Swat region. This is a new edition, and it is a virgin area. It has not been explored, and it is not open to the general public. This is the palace of Nawab Din. So very recently we visited this area, and it is intact. It is very beautiful, and it can be a good destination if it is handed over to tourism department or to archaeology department. So still the owner, they are not living there, but it is in their custody. And it has a history over there, just like we have in the Swat. So the Wadi Swat used to control this whole area from the Swat region. So this is the palace where the Wadis of Dir used to control, the Nawab of Dir used to control the state. So historical value, archaeological value, and tourism value it has. Peshawar, really, you know that most of the people are coming to Peshawar to see the Khyber Pass, the historic Khyber Pass, the historic stupas, the rich cultural heritage. Peshawar is the capital of this region, so it is not only the capital of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in the modern time, but it is the main capital of the ancient Gandhara and for a very long time. So this is one of the earliest living city in the whole of South Asia, so it lasted for more than 2,000 years, so it has a very rich history and heritage. You can see the urban fabric of Peshawar city. The Peshawar heritage is lying in the Peshawar Museum, so wherever the excavations were carried out either by Pakistani or by the British archaeologists, the collections were put inside Peshawar Museum, and it is one of the best museums regarding the Gandhara collection. Heritage trail, you can see this one is an attempt being made by the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to convert this area into a heritage trail. So just to give a reminiscence of the ancient city, that how the city looked like, it was a protected area, but unfortunately due to lack of awareness, it has not been changed into, again, in a modern touch. In Peshawar, you can see the Baragali, which is historically a very important area, and most of the people are coming there. So it can be promoted further for the development of tourism. Chowk is again a very famous place in Pakistan. People love to come and see over here. The important jewel of Peshawar is the Mohalla Stadium. So there are several city houses, and one of the examples is this one. So it is very beautifully, and it has been protected by the Directorate of Archaeology and Museums. And during the tenure of Dr. Sanadi, when he was the director of the directorate, so he purchased this and he started renovation in this area. And now it is open to the general public. So people who are coming to Peshawar, they also visit this area. For heritage tourism in Hazara region, we have this Ashoka Rock edicts, so which is very famous, and we have two edicts over here in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. One at Shahbazguri and one is at Mansehra. So this is also a very important destination of heritage tourism. Heritage tourism, Charsadda Pushkalavati, the ancient city. So you can see, although it is not a developed one because of the nature of the mound, so it is very difficult to preserve and see the remains, archaeological remains there. But it can be converted into an attractive destination if a little bit work is carried out for the promotion of tourism. Recently, we excavated here at this, and a profile was established. Takhbai. So you are well aware of the Takhbai, so it is not only your heritage, but it is now the entire world claims that it is their heritage. So it is on the World Heritage site list, and it is being visited by majority of the people who love heritage tourism. Even the general public are very frequently coming to Takhbai. In Jethal, the Kalasha is one of the important cultures. It is a living culture, and this is a very good destination for the tourists. And throughout the years, people are coming. Now it has been promoted by the provincial government. An authority has been created there. So for the protection, who are working for the protection of the people of Kailash. So this is a very rich culture, although it is a little bit endangered. So most of the artifacts of the Kalasha culture are placed inside this Bamburet or Kalasha Museum. It is also one of the important museums which is being taken over by Professor Dr. Ihsan Ali from some private organizations, and it is now in the property of the provincial government. So the things are on display over here, and it is really a very beautiful display representing the Kalasha culture. Our Shandur Pass, Shandur Mela, and Shandur Polo Ground is again a very important destination, tourist destination.
प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर इसानी साहब हमारे फर्स्ट सेशन जो है वो शेयर करेंगे, तो वो अपने इंसाइट जो है वो सेशन में ही शेयर कर लेंगे। तो हमारे साथ जो है वो कुछ किस्मती से रेजिडेंट भी जो है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पेशावर का जो वाइस चांसलर हैं वो भी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ आर्कियोलॉजी से हैं, और सर जिस तरह अपनी मसरूफियात में से उसमें टाइम निकाल के वो हमारे यहाँ पे आए, तो इससे सब लोगों को जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो इनकरेज हुए, और हम भी जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा खुश है कि सर इस टाइम हमारे साथ हैं। सो आई वुड लाइक टू कॉल प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मोहम्मद नईम काजी साहब कि वो आए और हमारे साथ जो है वो इस सेशन की जो है वो प्रोफेसर
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, and very warm welcome to all of you. And I'm really grateful to see my elders, particularly my great teacher from whom I have learned a lot. And today I'm standing in the position, it is purely because of them. So particularly when I started archaeology, so one of my great teachers who always encouraged me, and whenever I face problem, particularly to collect articles or books, so Professor Dr. Abdul Rahman Sahab, who is here, my mentor, and with whom, under his supervision, I started to learn the field works, particularly Shinesha in Swat was my first site where I started excavation under Professor Dr. Abdul Rahman. Furthermore, I learned how to take the sculptural description, and it was Professor Dr. Abdul Rahman with whom I was sitting, particularly when coming back from the field after taking our lunch, and the rest of the colleagues who were going to the bed to take some rest, but I used to go in his room, who was writing the description of the sculpture in the accession register. So I learned how to write the description of the sculptures. Besides the architectural description, he gave me a lot of lesson over there, and I learned this art from him. Moreover, my next mentor, with whom I have three important relationships. One is that when my father was the curator of Swat Museum, he was the curator of Texida Museum. And I was a small kid. Since then, I know him, Dr. Sheikh Ramandar, Tambe Imtiaz. By then, when I got admission in archaeology, he was the director of Lahore Museum. So I used to go there, sitting alongside him and learning a lot. And before entering and after Assalamu Alaikum, my first request was, Uncle, I need ice cream. So, and a variety of ice cream I have had from him. And a lot of learning regarding the Mughal architecture of Lahore, Gandharan sculptures, particularly the foreign impacts on the Gandhara art. This was his subject, and I learned a lot from him. So thank you, sir. And then Professor Dr. Ehsan Ali, particularly we cannot ignore his services. Wherever he has been, we were alongside him. When he has been to the archaeology, provincial archaeology, we were with him, and he has given me the opportunity to write the catalogue of Gandhara sculptures displayed in Peshawar Museum. And then a lot of contribution of Professor Dr. Farooq Swati, from whom I learned a lot, that forget about whoever is disturbing you, giving you tension, you just carry on your work. Regardless of whatever is happening, forget about this, because I was having a lot of problem. You may all know my vision problem. It's very difficult to tell you in few minutes time, but the way he polished me, the way he has given me chance to do my PhD. اور ایک دفعہ تو انہوں نے کہا کہ میں آپ سے تب ہاتھ ملاؤں گا جب آپ کی تھیسس ٹیبل پہ آ جائیں گے. پھر اس کے علاوہ میں چھٹی لینا چاہ رہا تھا، لیکن فاروق صاحب نے مجھے بلا کے کہا کہ تم چھٹی کیوں لینا چاہتے ہو؟ تو میں نے اسے کہا کہ سر سارا دن تو میں بکس کی تلاش میں، لوگ ریڈ کرتے ہیں، میں سنتا ہوں، نوٹس لیتا ہوں، رات کو پھر مجھے آرگنائز کرنا پڑتا ہے، تو میں نہیں آ سکتا صبح. تو انہوں نے مجھے کہا کہ اچھا تم کتنا لیٹ ہو گے؟ تو میں نے جان بوجھ کے اتنا لیٹ کہا کہ یہ کہیں گے کہ ٹھیک ہے تم چھٹی لے لو. تو میں نے ان سے کہا کہ سر میں تو 12:30 پونے 1 بجے تک آ جاؤں گا. تو انہوں نے کہا ٹھیک ہے آپ 1 سے 3 تک کلاس لو. میں نے ان سے کہا کہ سر لوگ کیا کہیں گے؟ انہوں نے کہا چیئرمین میں ہوں، آپ نہیں ہیں، لوگ مجھ سے پوچھیں گے، آپ سے نہیں پوچھیں گے. میں نے وہ درخواست پڑھ دی. مجھے کئی دفعہ انہوں نے کہا کہ آؤ میں آپ کے ساتھ ریڈنگ ٹائپنگ. تو یہ میں کبھی نہیں بول سکتا، اور یہ ساری باتیں میری ڈائری میں ہیں. اینڈ دین پروفیسر ڈاکٹر نسیم خان، بہت کچھ میں نے ان سے سیکھا، اور بہت ساری بکس، کافی ساری چیزیں. اس کے علاوہ پروفیسر مختار علی اور پروفیسر ڈاکٹر مختار علی صاحب، جن کی لیڈرشپ میں ویری فرینکلی وداؤٹ اینی ہیزیٹیشن ہم ان کو جو کہتے تھے وہ ہمیں ہو جاتا تھا. کچھ لوگ who are not now part of us, particularly Professor Dr. Fazan Veli Durrani, from whom we learned manners, etiquettes, and how to take lunch and dinner. اور جس انداز کے ساتھ انہوں نے ہمیں پالش کیا، گلوریفائی کیا، تو میری دعا ہے کہ اللہ تعالیٰ ان کو جنت الفردوس میں اونچا مقام عطا فرمائے. Alongside him, Professor Farid Khan صاحب، ہسٹری میرا کبھی بھی پسند کا سبجیکٹ نہیں تھا، کیونکہ اس میں ہائپوتھیسز اور وہ ساری چیزیں سمجھ سے باہر ہوا کرتی تھی. لیکن وہ ایک بکٹ میں اسٹون ٹولس لا کے اور پہلے مجھ سے پوچھتے تھے نہیں یہ فلیک مجھے اٹھا کے دے دو اور بلب آف پرکشن مجھے دکھاؤ. تو وہ پھر ہم اتنے فوکس اورینٹیڈ ہوتے تھے کہ ڈر لگتا تھا، اور وہ بے عزت بھی کرتے تھے. اور پرٹیکولرلی پوری کلاس میں، چونکہ میں بچپن سے ان کو جانتا تھا، میرے فادر کے دوست بھی تھے، تو یعنی میری بے عزت کرنا وہ بڑی عام بات تھی. اور ان سے ہم نے پوری ہسٹری سیکھی. اور بعد میں جب میں لیکچرر اپوائنٹ ہوا تو یقین مانے کہ جب ڈاکٹر رحمان صاحب نے مجھے کہا کہ آپ پری ہسٹری اور اس کے ساتھ سویلائزیشن کیا، تو چونکہ نعیم اور ابراہیم کی جو ادائیگی ہے وہ ایک جیسی ہے، تو جب انہوں نے ان کو اینشینٹ انڈین ہسٹری اور بدھسٹ آرٹ اینڈ آرکیٹیکچر دیا تو میں سمجھا کہ یہ مجھے دیا ہے. میں بڑا خوش ہوا کہ اس میں اچھا خاصا ان کے ساتھ ایکسکویشن کر رہا تھا، تو بہت میری گرومنگ اور ٹریننگ ہو رہی تھی. لیکن جب انہوں نے پھر ورلڈ سیولائزیشن اور ہسٹری کا کہا، میں سمجھا کہ ابراہیم شاہ صاحب کو کہا. میں خاموشی کے ساتھ بیٹھا ہوا تھا. انہوں نے کہا نہیں لکھو، میں آپ کو کہہ رہا ہوں. اور پھر بڑا مشکل گزرا کہ ہسٹری کو ٹیچ کرنا ہے، لیکن گاہے بگاہے یہ مجھے گائیڈ کرتے رہے. اور اس ٹریننگ کی وجہ سے میں اس قابل بنا کہ میں نے پری ہسٹری ٹیچ کی. اور پھر جب ذاکر صاحب یہاں پہ اپوائنٹ ہوئے تو وہی سبجیکٹ میں نے ان کو دے دیا کہ اب میری جو ہے نا جان چھوٹ جائے گی اور آپ اس کے ٹیچر. MashaAllah, I'm really glad to have him a wonderful teacher. اس کے علاوہ I cannot forget the contribution of Professor Dr. Taj Ali, my mentor, and جنہوں نے مجھے ٹرین کیا اسلامک آرکیٹیکچر کی طرف. کیونکہ ڈاکٹر رحمان صاحب کو شاید یاد ہو یا یاد نہ رہے کہ ان کے خیال میں سوات میں جو راک کارونگز تھی, راک انسکرپشن تھی, کہ میں اس کے اوپر ایم فل کروں اور پھر پی ایچ ڈی کروں. لیکن اس سے پہلے تاج علی صاحب نے مجھے آرکیٹیکچر کے لیے کہ ہمارے پاس اس فیلڈ میں کافی لوگ ہیں لیکن آپ نے آرکیٹیکچر کی طرف جانا ہے. تو تب میں پھر آرکیٹیکچر کی طرف آل پاکستان ٹور اسٹوڈنٹس بیٹھے ہوئے ہیں, ان کے ساتھ ہر سال جب میں جاتا تھا تو ان کی چوائس, ان کی فرسٹ پریورٹی یا چوائس ہوتی تھی کہ میں ان کے ساتھ جاؤں. تو ان کی سپرویژن میں نے وہاں پہ اسلامک آرکیٹیکچر رحمان صاحب کے ساتھ میرا پہلا آل پاکستان ٹور تھا, جو کچھ میں نے ان کے ساتھ سیکھا تھا. اور پھر بعد میں تاج علی صاحب نے اس کو گلوریفائی کیا. تاج علی صاحب ہمارے ساتھ اس وقت موجود نہیں ہیں, لیکن وہ آرکیٹیکچر کے ایک گریٹ اسکالر, ریسرچر, اور میں ان کی کنٹریبیوشن کو نہ میں بلکہ ہم میں سے کوئی بھی اگنور نہیں کر سکتا. اللہ تعالیٰ ان کو مغفرت کرے ان کی, اور جنت الفردوس میں اعلیٰ ترین مقام عطا کرے. بسائڈز فرید خان صاحب ہم میں سے نہیں ہیں, فداءاللہ سہرائی صاحب ہم میں سے نہیں ہیں. اللہ تعالیٰ ان کو بھی جنت الفردوس میں اعلیٰ ترین مقام عطا کرے. Now coming to the Department of Archaeology, when it was inaugurated by Professor Ahmed Hassan Dani way back in 1962, since then till this
for sharing such wonderful knowledge and insight to this. Now we are proceeding. We are here to conclude our first inaugural session.